So, if for your long-term goals, what kind of like ambitions and dreams do you have?
Uh, for my long term goals is to have my bag in every gym around the world. I want to be the new double in bag because that's what my bag is. My bag is the same principles and properties as a double in bag, but now you just got more value. And because the corners, the precision. So yeah, I want to be in like Mountainside Fitness, is LA Fitness, and advertise where you're seeing the angles, and then where you don't have to worry about wrapping your hands
Mm-hmm.
or buying guns. But not just that. Yeah, I want to have multiple gyms, and then I want to have my own certifications to help people and teach people to do what I do. So that's the
Yeah.
goal.
That's dope. That's why I got a lot of respect and I follow a lot of your stuff because you could tell you're passionate about what you do because you invest so much time into the content that you
Thank you.
produce. Like the what you got laid down right here, like at first glance with me, it's like, okay, what is it? Like how do I understand it? What's the good motive behind it? And then when I see your videos and you break down how you have this grid laid out, it's everything has a point, has a purpose. It has an element of understanding angles, transitions between cutting corners, the ability to connect the kinetic energy from your feet to your hips, through your spine to your shoulders and your arms. So it's phenomenal.
Well, like everything that you're saying is like that's boxing science. And so the more I started talking to coaches, boxing science was literally just combinations in their head with literally no line of measurement. So that's all I simply decided to do because one thing I discovered is that everybody's body has its own special lengths, width, and ratio, and it can create its own perfect sphere. With that being said, you can actually map out your own grid. And why is this important? Because I can maintain my width, I can maintain my length within my feet. So when I'm moving, I'm always maintaining center, even when I'm shifting. So that's what this grid allows me to do. So it allows my foot placement. So when a coach throws out a combination,
Mm-hmm.
and they're staying in one spot. Well, there's a spot I actually have to be based off the measurements of my body to throw an elbow to get with this part, and there's a part
Mm.
I have to be to shift back to get my uppercuts and hooks at a 90 degree, and there's another part I have to be to jab and to understand when am I shifting through these motions and to create an actual place with that. And that's what you see on the
Oh.
ground here. So at first, put it this way, I created a video game. I discovered a way to make a grid, but I didn't know grids. I didn't know about quadrants, center, and all this. So I was able to tell it to people, but not necessarily communicate it to people. So just like someone makes a video game, I had to start playing it. And the more I started playing with the grid and asking coaches questions, what's the importance of boxing science, angles, length, width, foot position, direction of force, I really started finding value and learning how to simplify this and communicate to people because that's what
Mm.
fighting is all about is angles and position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And you were asking the most important questions. Why? Why do you do this? Why is it broken down this way? Because especially in order to be able to advance your education on something, especially with your own body mechanics and being able to translate into proper technique and formation, you got to understand the whys. Why does when you set up your kinetic chain or why do you step forward, can you not hit the target or reach that range? And the fact that you go into such detail to understand the measurements from the elbow to your fist, where it contacts. I've even seen one of your videos too where you're measuring like when you drop down and you hit different levels where it's supposed to plant, where you're supposed to gauge your distance.
Well, so okay, so put it this way: you go to any boxing gym, any MMA gym, everybody's padding. You're hitting right here, right here. Every coach is different heights. They're meeting you halfway. Nothing's ever measured. When you're programming for missiles or anything, you need measurement marks, you need points, position,
Mm-hmm.
and this is why a lot of people don't improve because they're just creating accuracy. Yeah, you're moving with the coach, but at the same time, my opponent's here.
Yeah.
I'm the opponent. Even if I'm doing this and this and this, like it's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Practice hitting anything you can. But when it comes to fighting, when it comes to torpedoes, it's center seeking, and you need to focus on all your hits. And people go from a punching bag, and they advance to a cobra bag, double in bag, or speed bag because that's an area. The area increases accuracy, but how do you increase precision is by point and place. So by me inventing this bag, you always have to hit straight down center. I can tell if I'm hitting a little to the left, a little to the right, but I am neural mapping now. So whether
Mm.
my coach is there or not, I know that I'm making progression and my fist is in the right place because I can see, is it going straight down center or off to the wrong angle.
That,